Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2, Pitch Black. Chapter 1.
Hello?
Renfield.
Must you do that?
Why? Are you scared?
Of the giant wolf? Yes, I think so.
It's just me.
That doesn't do much to quell my fears.
I'll keep that in mind. What have you brought for me?
A trader came by with the most wonderful teas. He said they were from the Orient.
Well, look at that. Where's the Orient?
East. Far east. I went there once. A long time ago.
Oh, Count.
You know, you think you'd get used to these sudden entrances, but you don't.
There's no need to be dramatic.
Buddy, you are the emperor of being dramatic.
What is that supposed to mean?
The girl brought teas.
From the Orient.
I remember this smell.
Yeah, pretty nice. Anyways, thanks a million, Renfield. These runs have been nice.
Perhaps one day soon you'll come into town.
Oh, yeah?
The townspeople have been warming to the idea, I swear.
I should think not.
Oh, okay. I'll just... There was something else.
Something?
A telegram from your friend.
We have friends?
I'll take it.
That's all. Have a good night.
She's pretty nice, you know.
I didn't suggest otherwise.
You scared her off.
I don't take lightly to the suggestion that you and I could just waltz into town after...
All right, I get it. What's the telegram say?
Emergency, stop. Paris, stop.
Emergency Paris? That's it?
No, it's signed.
By whom?
The Invisible Man.
I guess we're going to Paris.
Paris, the city of light. Twinkling gas lamps dotted the dark landscape, a metropolitan constellation on the River Seine. Magic and mystery seemed to rise from the bustling city, a magnetic pole that called out, challenging anyone to uncover its secrets. I do not like this.
Oh, come on. The city of light. What's not to love?
I don't need to answer that.
You could use the fresh air anyways. I'm pretty sure that castle would have suffocated me if I stayed there any longer.
The last time I left, many people died.
Yeah, I was there.
We should just go back now. I have the coin.
If this is how it's going to be while we're here, I'm going to turn into a wolf right now.
What possible good would that do?
I don't know, but it would force us to figure something out.
I don't like you.
All right, now you're just lying. The bottom line is Griffin is in trouble. We've got no when, where, how, or why. And on top of that, we've got nowhere to stay.
Was any of that supposed to make me feel better?
No, I'm just thinking out loud. Come to think of it, maybe turning into a wolf is our best idea?
How about food?
How could I say no to that? Maybe some wine, a crepe, another crepe.
If you stop saying wolf, I'll get you anything you'd like.
That's big of you.
I hate this. Bonjour, what will you have?
Ooh, where to begin? One of these, one of those, one of these. Crepe? Actually, two. Are there croissants?
Oui?
3 of those.
Anything for your friend out on the street?
I'm afraid he's not hungry for anything you have.
My goods are the best in all the city.
I'm sure they are, but he has foreign taste.
I'm ready for the challenge. I've got Spanish rice, the finest Sicilian pastries, blood sausage from Belgium, you name it.
Actually, yeah, let's do blood sausage.
Aha, coming right up. Are you sure that's enough?
Should I have gotten more?
I was being sarcastic.
Hey, we can always go back. I like that guy. He gave me blood sausage. Can you eat blood sausage? What is blood sausage?
I would like to walk now.
I knew we'd probably run into the invisible man sooner rather than later, but I was sort of hoping it'd be a little less sleuthing and a little more, I don't know, vacation? Wait, do you think that's what this is? Maybe emergency was some kind of joke and he actually has something pleasant planned?
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, me neither. At least people aren't staring.
At least there's that.
Too much to worry about in a big city, I reckon. We're the least of their worries.
If this is you trying to cheer me up, it's not working.
Whatever. At least I'm trying.
If we are the least of their worries, then what's the most?
I hear it's 30 feet tall with a mouthful of fangs. Poison fangs.
Not funny.
Nothing is with you. Anyways, I was thinking... What was that?
Nothing. Keep walking.
Come on. We're looking for literally any lead at all.
A trash can fell. That's not a lead.
What if it's an evil trash can that has a tail?
All right. Fine. Let's go look at your trash can.
Whoa, really?
Ignoring you isn't working. I'm trying something new.
Nice.
See? Nothing.
There's a rat. Hungry?
Let's go find a place to stay. The sun will be up before we know it.
Fine. At least I've got wine. Whoa, evil trash can!
Quiet. There's someone on the roof. Stay on the ground. I will follow him.
Got it. He's getting away! Ugh, dead end.
I've got him.
I've been waiting for you.
Twirling black cloth appeared at the edge of Dracula's blurred vision. He looked up to see a gaunt man staring at him, though his features were completely obscured by the dark night. Who are you? But the man was gone as quickly as he had appeared.
Do not look for your friend. His presence was not welcome in my city, and neither is yours.
Dracula jumped onto his feet and whipped around. Where are you? Reveal yourself.
I am this city. This city is me.
Oh, and who are you?
Your worst nightmare, should you cross me.
Get out! You're not welcome here.
Yet another newcomer entered the alleyway. His large feet landed with heavy precision. He pounded the nearest trash cans once again and then waited.
He's gone. Are you okay?
I am. Who are you?
Dracula! Who's this?
I was just about to find out. The newcomer stepped back, allowing Dracula and Ella to get a good look at him. While his face was mostly hidden behind a leather cowl, it was apparent that it was deformed. He shuffled back with heavy, plodding footsteps, which were surprisingly agile despite his thick frame and large, bowed spine.
These streets aren't safe, especially at this hour.
Good thing you found us. Give us a reason to trust you.
I should say the same to you. If you want to be left to the wolves, then that's up to you.
I'm not worried about wolves.
Do not let my friend's brashness deter you. Thank you for helping me.
My offer still stands.
What was that?
We should go with him.
We should?
We need a place to stay.
I was thinking more like a hotel.
He might know something. You wanted a lead.
Again, crazy alley man wasn't exactly what I meant.
He might know something about Griffin. The one who attacked us did.
Fine, but we really need to find some sort of compromise when it comes to our mutual interests.
Excuse me. Sorry. We are coming.
A good decision, I think. Stay close. Stay quiet. Quick, in here.
The sewer?
Quiet.
Ugh, gross.
Quiet.
Yes. Quiet.
The trio moved in silence through the dank sewers, catching only glimpses of the city above.
Up here. Up ahead.
Is that?
Yes. Notre Dame. Into the bell tower.
How many more stairs?
You are being dramatic.
I'm tired.
Dracula, Ella, and their mysterious patron finally arrived in the topmost bell tower of the cathedral. The room was a veritable labyrinth of wooden beams and gigantic bronze bells.
I apologize for the distance, but I do not feel safe anywhere else, especially after the last few days.
The last few days.
Yes, right, of course. Apologies, there's just so much going on. Where to begin?
Your name would be nice.
My name is Quasimodo, the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2, Pitch Black. Chapter 2.
The last few days have been turbulent, to say the least. There was an explosion at the Louvre. Countless dead without explanation. And since then, crime has risen through the roof. Murder, theft, arson. I should be back out there.
Back out there?
Yes,
What are you?
the protector of this city. A watchful eye. A fleeting shadow.
This is quite the eclectic bachelor pad you got here.
Notre Dame is my home. There's nowhere else that will accept me.
That is a familiar story.
Is it?
I have spent much of my life, 400 years, locked in a castle. I was scared of what I would find if I left its walls.
You still should be.
Should we tell him?
We are scarier than most things.
That's sort of our thing.
Oh, don't be so sure of yourself. This city has secrets. Pits that are unimaginably deep.
Great.
We don't mean to keep you from your responsibilities. If you need to go,
I shouldn't. Tomorrow night will reliably have its own issues.
Oh, you do the nocturnal thing too?
There's hay in the corner. Make yourselves as comfortable as you need to be. I'm sorry I cannot offer you anything more.
you've been exceptionally kind to us. This is more than enough.
Nothing is ever enough.
We are actually looking for someone. Maybe you've heard of him.
I hear many things.
Our friend summoned us here. He said there was an emergency.
Who exactly is your friend?
Dr. Jack Griffin.
The Invisible Man.
You know him?
I've heard of him.
From where?
Griffin. He was here, in the city. The scene of the crime.
What crime?
I found,
That's his hat!
a hat, yes. Evidence, I think.
That's a lead!
And that's not all. He was traveling with someone. Someone like us. He needed shelter, so I took him in.
Someone like us? What's that mean?
Friend.
Buddy!
Buddy.
Oof! That hurts! Oh, lay off the hug.
Hug, okay.
My friend, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Friend.
You are.
Good. We're all acquainted.
I'll admit, I was not expecting this.
Griffin. Must find Griffin.
Your friend has been quite talkative. Must find Griffin, he says. So I've poked around. Turns out your invisible man has been the talk of the town.
That's good.
Well, not quite the word choice I would have gone with. It's related, perhaps. The explosion, the crime, this reunion. I do not believe in fate, but I think we've been brought together for a reason.
What's that?
I do not know, but I'm confident that Dr. Griffin does.
You'll help us find him.
Must find Griffin.
I made a decision a long time ago to actively be the kind of person I most respect, despite my own inherent shortcomings. Yes, I will find your friend. Together, we will make this world a better place.
It was already dark when Dracula came to. He had found the rhythmic bell rotation soothing and had rested despite himself. He opened his eyes slowly and found Quasimodo eyeballing him from across the room. Suddenly self-conscious, the hunchback made himself busy coiling a nearby rope. You have nothing to fear. I hope you know that.
I do. I've never seen a vampire before. It's rude to stare, and I'm the last person who should.
You're in good company here, I think. It was a pleasant turn of events that we found each other.
I suppose.
How long have you been up here, looking after the city?
I lost someone very precious to me. Many years ago. She was the first one, the only one who saw past my unfortunate exterior. Her death was a mirror to my own legacy. All my life, people told me that I was a monster. I no longer needed to believe it. I may have lost Esmeralda, but I gained a purpose.
I understand.
Why didn't you wake me up? What time is it? Oh, there it is.
It's dark. We should have enough cover to move. We're not going far. Follow me.
Quasimodo led Dracula and Ella back through the sewers to a grate that opened into a walkway adjacent to the river.
This way.
From there, they slipped through the shadows into the courtyard of a large, ornate building.
The Louvre.
Is now the best time for art history?
No. Something far more interesting has happened here.
More interesting than what?
How do you plan on getting inside?
Locked doors mean very little to me.
I love the confidence.
True to his word, Quasimodo slipped into the museum through a back window. The quiet, art-lined halls were a haunting dreamscape at night, hardly visible in the dim blue moonlight. The trio progressed quickly, eventually finding themselves in the Department of Egyptian Antiquities.
I wouldn't mind stopping to look around. There's a lot here.
It has been some time since I've seen a collection quite like this.
Seriously, I will accept this as part of our vacation.
There are more important matters to attend to, I think. Look.
What's that? Oh.
The next room had been almost entirely destroyed. Tragic shards of ancient pottery and tapestry were strewn about without care or ceremony. In the center of the room, a large stone crypt lay cracked open. What happened here?
A question I've been asking myself for the last week. I heard the chaos and was here before the authorities. No bodies, no deaths. Just A lot of mess. Your friend was outside. Fortunately, I found him before anyone else.
Griffin was here.
How do you know that?
Ancient secrets and chaos. It sounds like him.
True. So, how do we find someone we can't see?
By paying attention.
To what?
Did you find anything else here?
Nothing of note. Granted, I didn't have much time to look.
It looks like it all came from this tomb. Do you see? There's a blast radius.
Oh, yeah.
Astute observation.
Nefertiti, the Lady of Two Lands.
Excuse me?
That's what it says on top of the crypt.
All right, hold on just a second. You can read ancient Egyptian?
I was locked in my castle for 400 years. I had to occupy the time somehow.
Of course.
What else does it say?
Not much is visible. Great royal wife of Akhenaten, co-regent. Hail to Aten. This is 18th dynasty, if I remember correctly.
Thanks for the history lesson.
There's more here. Her soul is bound to the sun disk. May it reign for eternity.
Spooky.
It's a shrine, I think, to Aten, the sun god.
This looks like a disc to me.
Where's the rest of it?
I think that may be our guiding question. Where did you find it?
This display, here.
That's not all that was in there. What's this podium for?
I see. Something else is missing. There's a plaque. The Book of the Dead.
Perhaps Griffin needed to do some reading.
All right, hold on. How does any of this get us back to Griffin? Someone broke into the museum, made a mess, and took a book. What's that have to do with us?
Quiet. Someone's here.
Yeah, the three of us in a dumb museum looking at dumb...
Quiet.
I don't hear anything.
That doesn't mean that something isn't there.
All right, I don't need you talking to me like...
Quiet. Through the hall, I hear breathing. I think I can sneak up on them.
By yourself?
I think so. Stand guard.
Give me something to sink my teeth into.
Quiet. Without so much as a whisper, Dracula transformed into a bat and flit onto the ceiling, then into the doorframe they had entered. Sure enough, there was someone in the hall. The same caped figure that had ambushed them the night before. Dracula kept his composure and inched forward, ready to attack.
No!
Dracula successfully straddled the caped man, but was overcome by a sudden feeling of nausea that threw him off balance, sending them both onto the floor.
Beast!
Before Dracula could recover, the man swung a hand down onto him, lodging a wooden stake into the Count's thigh.
Count! What happened?
He's getting away.
Get him. I am fine.
On it! Get back here!
Ella closed the distance between her and the fleeing man easily, but the man was agile and seemed to phase through corners with almost meta-human ability. The werewolf lunged forward, ready to strike, but the man was ready. A silver bullet pierced Ella's side, throwing her for an unexpected loop. Her jaws clamped through the man's cape, making firm contact with his legs before the effects of the bullet dispatched her. The man hurried down the hall, limping against the bite. Ella looked up just in time to see his white mask disappear around the corner.
Where did he go?
Around the corner. There.
Are you...
Fine. Go get him.
all right?
Ooh, yeah. This feels great.
Ella,
Don't ask. I'm just peachy.
you're bleeding.
Yeah, guns do that. Where'd that guy get a silver bullet? Is that a French thing?
I'd be willing to bet it was the same place that he got the wooden stake in my leg.
He was ready.
Yes.
What's that mean for us?
Nothing good. Was it Van Helsing?
No, I would have smelt him.
This is unsettling.
He's gone. I searched the next wing, but I couldn't find anything.
That's a shame. He might have been saving another bullet for you.
Are you two all right?
Yeah, it only grazed me. It just stings. It's a werewolf thing.
And you, Count?
Good as new. He missed my heart by a fair distance.
Did either of you get a good look at him?
No.
I did. He was wearing a white mask, but that's all I've got.
White mask?
Sound familiar?
The Phantom.
Excuse me?
I hear things. The streets, they whisper to me. I've heard a great deal about the one they call the Phantom of the Opera.
Are we really being bested by a thespian?
Who is this Phantom?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Great.
I suppose we could go find out.
Yeah? How so?
Look, he's left us a trail of blood.
Brilliant, yes.
I did a, pretty good number on his leg. It won't be easy to cover up.
Good. How's that for a lead?
Why can't you be funny when I want to be funny?
Onward. Let us find this Phantom.
You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social medias. Contact The Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. Chapter 3. Quasimodo, Ella, and Dracula followed the trail of blood out of the Louvre and through the city streets.
It ends here.
So, what? He stopped bleeding?
Unlikely. There's a fire escape.
Well, I would have seen it if you gave me like 2 more seconds.
That's not all. Look where we are.
Quasimodo motioned to the ornate building across the street.
It's a theater. The Opera House.
I see.
We're chasing after the Phantom of the Opera. I don't think this is a coincidence.
I don't think so either.
So, we should...
Wait until tomorrow.
Are you kidding? Clearly this guy is armed to the nines. Is it wise to just let him go?
We don't know what we're getting into. If we plan, we can avoid losing any innocent lives.
What about our innocent lives? Silver bullets hurt.
Which is why we should not just burst in.
What do you have to say, Quasi?
I agree with the werewolf.
Yes!
We don't know what kind of trouble the Phantom could perpetuate. Every day he's out here is dangerous.
You know, I was just about to say the same thing.
Fine.
Whoa, really?
I don't agree, but I understand. We're a team.
Cool.
I can scale the fire escape.
I'll go in from the ground.
I will take the top.
Teamwork!
As Quasimodo scaled up the side of the building and Ella hurried inside, Dracula landed on the roof, which provided sweeping views of the city below. The vampire was hit with a sudden moment of reflection. He hadn't been surrounded by this many people since before he was cursed.
Dracula.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you see anything?
Nothing of note.
I'm going inside.
I will do the same. Dracula circled into the building, keeping quiet as he walked through a hall of modest apartments. Not even a hair was out of place until the end of the hall. One door was ajar. Dracula hesitated, but put a gentle hand on the doorknob and pushed through.
Count?
Renfield, I was not expecting you.
What are you doing here?
It is a bit complicated. And you?
Complicated.
Of course.
There's a door. Aha! Dracula? Renfield?
Quiet. My cousin is sleeping.
Oh, right. Whoa. There's a lot to unpack here.
It sounds like it.
Do you want to start?
Sure. I saw the telegram from Griffin and I wanted to help. I'm sorry.
You came all the way to Paris to help?
I'm sorry. It was dumb, I know.
You've put yourself in grave danger, Renfield.
Of course I have. You would have done the same for me. You have done the same for me. You saved Seaward and countless others.
You owe us nothing.
I'm not doing this to owe you anything. I'm doing this because it's what's right.
A commendable decision.
You're not mad?
How could we be mad?
I could never advise what you have done, but considering the circumstances.
You're already here.
Oh, good. I think I can be an asset. I've brought my rifle. I've gotten very good.
We'll see. Hopefully your rifle will not be necessary.
Where are you staying? My cousin is an actress. She's in the opera next door, so we're here.
She's in the opera?
Yes? Is that a problem?
Quite the opposite.
We'll catch you up. It's a lot.
Oh, there's someone there.
He's with us.
Who's this?
A friend. We're going to need to work on not scaring people.
Yes, of course. Apologies. My name is Quasimodo.
Renfield.
A pleasure. What news is there?
Still no phantom, but we've got a way into the opera.
All right. What about Griffin?
Still no Griffin.
Shame.
I wonder, is this phantom the link we've been looking for?
It makes sense. The museum, the monster, Griffin.
I suppose.
How can I help?
We should go to the opera.
I can do that. I'll talk to my cousin in the morning.
Wonderful.
There's a spare bedroom. It's not much, but you can use it.
You are very kind, Renfield.
I try to be.
Dracula's ears perked at a brief flitting outside, but quickly dismissed it. It had been a long night. He turned away to catch Renfield up on the past day's events and failed to notice the shrouded phantom observing the group from outside the window. Christine Day was a vision. Renfield's cousin had angelic features and a personality to match. Even before the sun had set the next evening, she had prepared a full spread of food for her unexpected guests.
The Phantom of the Opera. I am familiar. Some say he's a ghost, eventually haunting the opera, but I know he's not. Not an apparition, a specter, a phantom. He's a man. I've seen him in the halls, in the audience, his eyes fixated on me.
Is he dangerous?
I don't know. He's never tried to harm me.
How do we get closer to this phantom?
There's a performance tonight. I can set aside tickets for all of you.
Oh, great.
What's wrong?
We don't have the best history with large audiences.
We'll be fine.
Don't jinx it.
I can find my own way in. My appearance is too egregious.
Nonsense. You can come in with me.
I can?
Of course.
I can go through the back too, to keep you company.
It's settled. We'll go to the show and find this phantom. With any luck, it'll lead us to Griffin.
Fun. Let's do it.
The Parisian Opera was a grand affair. The lobby and theater were filled with cultural elite from all over Europe. Wearing a borrowed tuxedo and dress from Christine's closet, Dracula and Ella wound through the crowd to their seats.
I hate this.
How dramatic of you.
Don't turn this on me.
Turn what?
This guy better show up in the first act for no reason other than I need to get out of this dress.
I think it looks nice.
I don't care what you think. Who goes to the opera?
A lot of people, apparently.
No one likes dressing up. They just think they do.
Dramatic.
I swear to you, I will become a wolf right now.
That is an empty threat. Enough of that.
Try me again, see what happens.
Backstage, the show was about to begin.
Excited?
I always am.
I'll keep watch from the scaffolding.
Thank you, friend.
Break a leg.
I'm going up. Motion to me if you need anything.
Got it.
Do you see anything?
No.
Hear anything?
No.
Smell?
No.
I'm anxious.
That is obvious.
Do you mind
Yeah, we do.
the nerve of some people?
What's up with that guy?
I am going to walk around the back.
I'll come too.
No, stay here. Maintain our cover.
What if you see him? Are you sure?
Yes. Where are you?
Sir, do you need anything?
No, I'm all right.
Can Ash show you to your seat?
I just needed to stretch my legs for a bit.
All right.
Dracula continued to search the perimeter as Ella grew increasingly impatient in the audience.
All right, buddy. Time to come out. We don't have to wait for intermission.
But then, there, a brief twirl of black cloth betrayed the Phantom's position. Dracula quickly followed the mysterious man around the back of the orchestra into the boxes. The vampire silently closed in without notifying his target.
Sir, are you sure you're okay?
Yes, fine,
Let me guide you to your seat.
my friend is right up there.
Who?
He's right around the corner, I'll just...
Sir!
The Phantom turned around, suddenly clued into Dracula's presence, then began sprinting away. No! Dracula wasted no time in pursuit. Meanwhile, Ella was not quite as amused.
Where's Dracula? I could have had this figured out in no time.
Quiet!
From the scaffolding, Quasimodo paced the theater's precarious piping, offering a wide vantage point of the entire room.
Trouble, Dracula?
Spotting Dracula's argument with the usher, Quasimodo crawled around until he could see the Phantom, who was hurrying onto the balcony, still limping against his injury from the night before.
The Phantom.
Quasimodo swung to the back of the stage, where he motioned down to Renfield, catching her attention and directing her to the Phantom's position.
Got it.
Renfield hurried off through the backstage halls to intercept the Phantom from below. Quasimodo swung from the scaffolding just in time to see the Phantom disappear into a back door. Quasi! Having successfully evaded the usher, Dracula waved to his comrade, then hustled after the Phantom. Quasimodo looked around for another entrance and found it in a trap door alongside the stage. He swung inside and found himself in a complex labyrinth of theatrical tunnels.
Did you see him?
Yes, this way. Dracula is after him. We'll have him cornered.
Where's Ella?
I should go. I mean, Dracula probably found him. That's why he's taking so long.
How many times do I have to tell you to be quiet?
Really? Are you even enjoying this?
I'm not.
Split up. I'll take left. You take right.
What if I find him?
You'll be all right.
Quasimodo and Renfield went their separate ways, both going deeper into the backstage maze. It wasn't long before Renfield found an anomaly. A grate in the wall had been bent open, revealing a dark passageway inside.
Oh no.
Renfield hesitated, but knew what she had to do. She ducked into the grate and pressed forward. After a few meters, the passage opened into a dank underground dwelling.
What the?
The room had been converted into some sort of residence. A cot was propped up against one wall, as well as a clothing rack and a few broken shelves filled with smoked meats and other rations. But one thing in particular caught her eye. A would-be shrine to her cousin, Christine. Posters advertising the opera were plastered like wallpaper. Renfield leaned in to look with disgusted interest.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Oh, get back.
I don't think there's anyone else more radiant in all the world. My Christine.
She's not yours.
What do you know?
More than you.
There's nothing you could say I haven't heard before. Do you mean to slander me? Call me a beast? A monster?
No, never.
I've seen the company you keep. Vampires, werewolves, hunchbacks.
Back off. They're coming for you.
I was warned about you. You mean to hold me back from my love. I see that now. I already took the invisible one. You will make a fine addition to my collection.
No.
No! You're trapped. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You don't deserve to be spared.
You're hunting us.
I'm keeping you from what's mine. This city. My love.
He's talking about Christine.
Don't you say her name!
You have lost your turn to speak.
Dracula, Renfield.
In here.
You found our phantom.
This must be his home.
I see. We're not so different.
I am not like you. I have conviction. I have passion.
That's enough from you. Where is the invisible man?
I'll never tell.
How much do you value your life? The vampire may have restraint, but I won't afford you the same courtesy.
Fine. Get me onto my feet, and I'll show you.
Can we trust him?
No, but we must.
He's down there, in that far chamber.
I can't see inside.
I can. I think there's...
In a sudden flash of light and smoke, the phantom suddenly disappeared.
Where did he go?
He couldn't have gone far.
Don't. He's gone.
How do you know?
I just do.
How did he do that?
I am not sure.
He's nowhere to be seen.
Calm down, my friend. He's gone.
That's impossible.
The Phantom doesn't seem concerned with what is possible.
No, he's a curse, a plague on this city. I must vanquish him.
I will help you as much as I can. But for now, let's celebrate the victory we have achieved.
What's that?
In the tunnel, there.
I don't see anything.
No, but I can hear his breathing. Are you awake?
Dracula.
Griffin, we've been looking for you.
Oh, good to hear. Boy, do I have a story to tell you.
You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social media. Contact The Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. Chapter 4.
I can't believe I missed that entire thing.
That's not exactly what we should be focusing on, is it?
I'm just saying, next time some cool stuff is about to happen, maybe you should loop me in.
Unimportant.
Good to see we're slipping right back into the swing of things.
Apologies.
Not to worry, my friend. I need the time to recover.
Recover.
Indeed. Good to see you fared well without me.
I fare well.
Do you need anything else? I can go get food or...
Oh, no thank you. And thank you for your help. It's nice to see so many familiar faces and other friendly new ones.
I've heard a lot about you.
I look forward to hearing all about you, too.
All right, enough of the jibber jabber. Let's talk about how we're all in Paris hunting down an opera phantom. Connect some of the dots, Griffin.
Of course. There are many dots.
The sooner you begin, the sooner I can catch some sleep.
Sleep.
I'll keep this quick, at least as quick as I can.
We are wasting so much time.
Ella, please.
I've got a lot of balls in the air. The world is full of mysteries, and I fully intend to solve them all. I'm constantly keeping tabs on...
We know.
One in particular has been particularly enticing. The mummy.
Oh, great. There's a mummy.
We went to the Louvre.
Yes, I made quite the mess.
That was all you?
Indeed, who could blame me? Nefertiti, a queen with ambitions beyond history's wildest imaginations. See, she swore against the traditional gods to Aten, with whom she thought she could find eternal life and power. It called to me, my greatest discovery yet.
What went wrong?
I paid the Louvre a visit to see her tomb and might have accidentally read an incantation from a book of the dead I found and read from on purpose.
Curiosity killed the invisible man.
Nearly. Her soul was tied to a sun disk, which reignited upon the incantation.
Let's get to the point.
Long story short, Nefertiti has been granted eternal life and is harvesting power from Aten until she can return with supernatural strength to reign supreme over the entire world. I would apologize if I didn't find all of this so terribly fascinating.
I hate you so much.
This is quite the mess you've gotten yourself into.
Myself.
All of us.
That's it. We need to find Nefertiti before it's too late.
Hold on, this isn't the end? I was really kind of hoping we'd find you and then settle back for some rest and relaxation.
Unfortunately, no. This is only the beginning.
It's always a beginning with you, isn't it? You might as well tell us where to go next.
How did you find yourself with the Phantom?
Ah, yes. He seemed quite ready for me when things went south at the Louvre. Well armed and trained. He's a friend of yours?
Oh, not quite. A thorn in my foot, more like.
Of course. You're the vigilante of Notre Dame. I'm a fan of yours. You do excellent work.
How?
It's best if you don't ask. He just knows things.
That's true. I do know things.
So what, are we saving the day? Again?
I think so. A darkness has fallen over the City of Light, and it would appear as though we are in a unique position to cast it out. We need to find the rest of the sun disk before Nefertiti rises. I'm sure the Phantom won't be far behind.
I guess so.
Griffin, you once told me that we were taking fate into our own hands.
I remember.
Fate has nothing to do with this. Tonight, we create a future in our own image.
Well said. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to sleep.
Finally!
Sleep. I want sleep.
Very well.
But as the twilight hour rose and the first inklings of life were injected back into the city's veins, the Phantom of the Opera was still very much awake. Deep underneath the river, he emerged into another one of his hidden lairs, where someone was waiting for him.
Sir, They took the invisible man. I'm not sure how they found me. I tried to fight back, but...
But you were lazy, careless, and emotional.
I wasn't.
You were distracted by the girl, Christine.
No.
Have I misplaced my trust in you?
No. Of course not.
Then prove me wrong. I want their heads, all of them. And above all, do not let them disrupt the mummy. You know what's at stake.
I do, Master.
You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social media. Contact The Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black.
Chapter 5.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
That doesn't make it any less necessary.
She's been complaining like this since we left Paris.
I have not.
How very dramatic.
That's what I said.
I am not. This is a perfectly normal way to talk about breaking into a palace. Yeah, did you hear that? We're breaking into a palace.
Keep your voice down. We're almost there.
It was true. The Palace of Versailles was visible through the trees, a twinkling silhouette against the darkness.
Technically speaking, it's not a palace anymore. It's more symbolic than anything else.
That doesn't make me feel any better. Still a palace.
Now, if you were here 100 years ago, that would be a different story.
You say that as if you were here.
I'm not saying I wasn't.
How old are you, Doctor?
I prefer to keep my secrets close to the chest.
How's that working out for you?
Enough.
This is fun, isn't it? The three of us back together again.
This isn't fun. Why can't you investigate secrets on the beach?
Well, now that you mention it, there is
Stop, because if I let you keep going, we're gonna be battling a Hydra off the Antarctic coast next week.
Your suggestion, not mine.
Griffin, what do we need to do?
A few of my sources have told me that there's a piece of the disc inside. We just need to go in and get it.
That's it?
We'll need to find a way in, and also avoid any guards or other unsavory types we might find.
Are you expecting anyone who's unsavory?
No, of course not.
I'm watching you.
Dracula, Ella, and Griffin continued their silent trek through the gardens of Versailles towards the palace. The night was silent, still, and unsuspecting, but was all the more terrifying because of it. The prowl remained uneventful. They reached the unguarded back wall and looked up at the palace's architectural grandeur.
Can you hear it?
Hear what?
History. It's still here. The hordes of people demanding freedom. Louis and Marie Antoinette locked inside, shrouded in lavishness. Time continues to move, but it's all still here. Somewhere.
Let them eat cake.
I think so. Let's spread out and search. We'll meet back here.
And so, they did just that. Dracula phased and took to the southern hall, while Ella entered through a cracked window to the north. Griffin ducked into the shadows and slipped inside. Infrequent, low-burning candles blended with the waxing moon to create an ominous scene inside the palace. Ornate paintings kept a careful watch over the hallowed halls. Piercing eyes from long-deceased rulers cut the darkness, reflecting off dusty mirrors and unpolished candelabrum.
Oh yeah, this is great. Walking through Versailles in search of an Egyptian sun disk. Great.
Ella took her wolf form, putting her somewhat at ease, and continued searching.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Dracula's keen senses scanned the surrounding palace.
All right.
Though nothing seemed to stand out, the building remained as quiet and haunting as it had been. Onward, through the decadent golden labyrinth, until...
Aha, here we are.
The disc fragment was displayed plainly on a podium amidst a handful of other Egyptian artifacts. Griffin grabbed it, inspected its familiar texture, and placed it safely inside his leather satchel.
Easy.
Griffin exited through the nearest door and posted up in the back courtyard. Dracula spotted him and phased through a window to join.
Did you find it?
Oh, of course I did. See?
That is not all of it.
No, it looks like there should be at least one more piece.
Any idea where that one might be?
Well, not now, but I can throw a few darts, see if any stick.
Okay. Where's Ella?
And I'm the dramatic one. Ugh, yeah, right. This is ridiculous. No way!
Ella, it's just me.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you transform?
I was, testing you?
For what?
To make sure you're ready.
For...
What do you want?
Griffin found it.
He did?
He is outside. I came to get you.
All right, what are we waiting for?
You look uptight.
I'm not.
What did you see in there? Any ghosts? Ghouls? Spooks?
No,
I'm joking. We have what we came for. Shall we return?
that's it.
What do you mean?
We just broke into the Palace of Versailles.
Yes?
And it's gonna be that easy? Not a single guard or silver bullet or, I don't know, trouble follows us like flies to unwashed clothes.
She's not wrong.
Well, that's just suspicion. Maybe we got away with it this time.
I don't believe it. Are the gardens gonna light on fire? Is the Hydra here? Hello, Hydra!
No, but you keep mentioning it, so I'm definitely going to look into where we might find one.
Nope, 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 nope.
There's no need to be paranoid, Ella. We did it.
All right, but don't blame me if we don't make it back in one piece.
We won't.
Against Ella's odds, the trio made it back to Notre Dame in one piece, just in time to see the first inklings of sunlight peer over the horizon.
There you are.
Here we are.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Griffin held out the disc fragment for Quasimodo, who took it and placed it alongside the piece from the Louvre. They slid together perfectly, providing a better look at the cryptic engravings.
Where's the rest?
Well, that will be tomorrow's mystery.
And what about the mummy?
Surely our time is running out.
I agree. Unfortunately, we don't have a great way to gauge that. The best we can do is complete the disc on our time.
We're not on our own time. The safety of the city is at stake.
Rest assured, my friend, I have the city in mind. But there's not much most of us can do during the day.
That's reasonable.
Well, I try to be. And I'll see what the winds have to say about the rest of our disc.
All right.
Are you all right?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
All right.
Sorry for asking. You just seem a little...
I'm fine. The palace spooked me.
Spooked you?
Yeah.
I didn't think anything could spook you. You're so strong.
That's very kind, but nope.
Oh.
I think you're confusing selfishness with strength. Easy mistake.
I don't think so.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay.
Good night, Renfield.
Ella not mean it.
Mean what?
Ella nice. Ella good.
Yeah, I know.
Renfield good too.
Thanks. What do they call you?
They don't call.
What do you want to be called?
I don't know.
Think about it. All right?
Okay.
The morning's bells sounded off, waking the city for another day, while Ella remained sleepless in Notre Dame's tower.
Enough of this. How hard is it to find a stupid disc?
I follow Ella.
Ella and Frankenstein's monster scuttled out of the cathedral at their own pace, drawing little notice from the few straggling altar boys.
Did you see that? That man, he's...
Hush! It's rude to stare.
Neither Ella, the monster, nor the altar boys were aware of the terror that had transpired that night. A terror that was ready and rearing to greet them. You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social media. Contact The Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. Chapter 6. There was something in the water. an unnatural ripple. Invisible to the passing Parisians, but enough to wake Ella up.
I'm up.
Ella came to quickly, having passed out on a stone stairwell by the river.
Watch it, bum!
Yeah, blah blah to you too. All right.
She stood up and looked around. The day was already half over, and without any actual leads, she hadn't covered much ground.
I'm good. I'm totally good. Let's find that disc.
She continued to walk along the river, looking for nothing in particular. Unbeknownst to Ella, Frankenstein's monster was looking for her on the other end of the city.
I find Ella.
Excuse me, are you lost?
Lost.
Oh, dear.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean to. I've just never seen anyone like you.
You see, monster. Bad.
Don't say that. I can help.
Help?
Yes, help. What are you looking for?
Ella.
Who's that? A friend of yours?
Yes. Friend.
Okay, I can help you find her.
Okay.
Which direction did she go?
This way.
I'm hungry. This is dumb. Not like there's any food back at Notre Dame. All right, fine. I wonder. Griffin's not the only one with secrets. I can do this. Hello? Hello? Christine? No one's home. All right. She won't notice if I just take a bit out of the kitchen. That's it. And, I might as well take a quick nap. Yeah, that's it.
Renfield stirred and opened her eyes after a sleepless day. The sun was still bright and high, though the day was winding down. She leaned up on her elbows and looked around, but Dracula and Quasimodo were still asleep.
All right.
Renfield slowly creeped out of the tower and into the mostly empty cathedral. The altar boys eyeballed her, but had grown accustomed to the bell tower's odd comings and goings.
Where do they all come from?
Don't be rude.
Seriously? How is that rude?
Renfield ambled through the streets, the same direction Ella and Frankenstein's monster had gone just hours before. Something weighed heavy on her, but she couldn't quite put a finger on it.
What the?
A flit of water caught her attention. Renfield looked at the river just in time to see something dive under and out of sight. Renfield looked around, but no one seemed to notice. She hopped down to get a closer look. Dracula felt something. A painful pang in his chest that carried him onto his feet. He looked around and noticed that he was alone. The bell tower was empty.
Griffin! Ella!
Calm down, I'm here.
I'm sorry. I felt something.
A dream?
No. It was a nightmare.
When was the last time you had one of those?
Not since I was bitten.
And what was different about this time?
I don't know.
I felt it too.
Where are the others?
I don't know.
What?
Well, Ella, Renfield, Frankenstein's monster, Quasimodo, they were all gone when I woke up.
What? No! Who could have taken them?
I'm not sure they were taken.
Then what happened?
I have a theory.
The mummy.
Correct. Nefertiti is close to returning. If her spirit is tied to this disc, our proximity to it might be an issue.
We need to find the rest of it.
We do. And the others.
And the others.
I'm back.
Oh, Quasimodo, what have you found?
Not as much as I'd like. A few signs from the monster. He's been walking through populated areas.
What about Ella? Renfield?
Nothing. It's like they've disappeared into thin air.
Fortunately, I can pose as thin air. I'll see what I can find.
We shouldn't split up.
If I'm not back in an hour, come find me.
Are you sure?
You can trust me.
All right.
I will be back.
True to his word, Griffin slipped into the city unseen and listened carefully for clues.
I don't know what's been happening lately. I've got this chill in my bones, like something bad is
I've seen her a few times, but she makes me uncomfortable. She looks feral.
Damn, did you see him? Big and green. I've never seen anything like it.
This is as close as I could find.
Perhaps Renfield went back to visit her cousin.
That seems obvious.
Obvious doesn't mean wrong.
That's true.
Shall we knock?
It's unlocked.
Indeed it is. Prepare yourselves, gentlemen.
For what?
Danger.
Someone's inside.
On the couch.
I can hear their breathing. They're asleep.
Dracula, can you get them?
I think so.
I'll leave you the honors.
What the hell?
Ella?
Were you trying to kill me?
No.
Yikes! Watch where you're pointing those fangs.
Well, that's interesting. A vampire werewolf, or would it be a werewolf vampire?
I don't know when you're joking and when you're being serious, and that makes me profoundly uncomfortable.
Ella, what are you doing here?
Couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk. I was just, resting.
Why would you go for a walk? It's not safe.
I'm not really worried about safe. I'm kind of at the top of the food chain.
Where are the others?
What others?
Renfield and Frankenstein's monster. They weren't in the bell tower.
Damn it.
What does that mean for us? Is it the Phantom?
He has been unusually quiet since our last run-in.
We can go back and find him.
No, we need to find the rest of the disc.
We don't know where it is.
So we need to keep looking.
I'm sick of looking. There are people out there who need our help.
You're right, but we need to be patient. If we can collect ourselves, we'll be saving countless lives.
All right, I'm up. Where to? I'm ready to knock heads.
We're not knocking heads.
I have to side with Ella here. What exactly are we after? We're spinning around in circles, chasing our own tails. We need action.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
We need to keep our wits about us.
With all due respect, Invisible Man, our wits haven't gotten us very far. The Phantom is still out there.
I'm not out there.
Oh, damn!
What are you doing here?
Careful, Count Dracula. I have something you want.
What is it?
What was that?
A piece of advice. You're going to want to keep me alive.
Ella, check out the window.
Oh, God.
What is it?
Christine, she's outside, on the Opera House.
On the Opera House?
Strung onto the outside.
If you kill me, you lose her. No one will take her from me.
I can get her.
I wouldn't. What would happen to the rest of the disc?
You know about the disc.
Of course I do. The peace in Versailles was a necessary loss on my way to set this trap.
Ugh, I knew the palace was too easy.
Oh, you noticed. I trust the sedated guards weren't too much trouble.
Griffin, what do we do?
What will it be, Griffin? The disc or the girl?
Aye.
Enough hesitating.
No, Quasimodo!
There's smoke!
Don't let him get away.
I've got him! No! You are not getting away.
What about the girl?
What's that? Up there!
Christine, I've got you!
Did you think I was lying? The building, Christine, are going to explode.
All that matters is we have you, my friend.
What a grave mistake you have made.
Almost there. Gotta. Christine, I've got you!
No, the Phantom, he said the building was going
listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social media. Contact the Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2, Pitch Black. Chapter 7. Is there anywhere else she might be?
No. I don't know.
That's all right. We can keep looking tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll find her.
We go to Notre Dame.
Notre Dame? What's there?
Home.
All right. We can go back to my place and then try again tomorrow.
All right.
Look! What's up there?
There's a man swinging from the building.
Know him. Quasimodo.
You know him?
Yes, Quasi.
What's he doing?
Swing. Oh, Christine. Oh, no.
Watch out.
Got you.
Quasimodo.
I'm here. Christine!
What happened?
Are you safe?
Yes, I'm fine.
My friends, here I go.
Are you sure?
Yes. Thank you.
God damn, what do we do?
See if anyone's hurt.
And find Christine. I can go.
And keep a low profile. We can't attract blame.
You don't need to attract blame. It's already yours.
Shut up.
What do we do with him?
Friend.
There you are.
Phantom.
That's one way to deal with him.
He's unconscious.
Good. Dracula, go help Quasimodo, recover what you can, and we'll meet back at Notre Dame.
All right.
What about us?
We take him. Let's secure him back at the cathedral.
All right, got him, big guy?
Got him. Phantom bad.
He sure is. Can I ask a dumb question?
Well, if you must.
What the hell was his endgame? Kill the girl he's obsessed with and get himself captured?
Well, it wasn't very well thought through.
That's your explanation?
No.
So...
Let's get back and sort this thing out. Hurry.
Yeah.
I hurry too.
Quasimodo!
I'm here. Christine!
I swept the streets. It doesn't look like anyone else was hurt.
Good. Oh, God.
Let me help you look.
Please.
I don't see anything.
No.
There's debris in the river. She could have landed over there.
If she's down there, she's dead.
Have faith, friend. We will sort this out.
How could this have happened? We let this happen.
I see your anger. I understand. Let's go to the river.
All right. I don't see anything.
She could be in the water, see? There's debris.
No, she's not. We can give up. Let's go back.
We don't need to.
I know. Let's go into the sewers.
What was that?
Wait, there's something. In the water.
I see. What is that?
I don't know. Get ready.
I've got it.
No. Don't. Look.
Christine!
Sure enough, Christine was in front of them, in the arms of a scaled amphibious beast. Its initial threatening appearance was played down by its soft demeanor. The creature from the Black Lagoon lowered Christine to the ground in front of Dracula.
What is that?
I don't know.
I think it means well. Can you understand us? Thank you for helping our friend. She was hurt by bad men. Do you know them?
It would seem so.
Come with us then. We're looking for them. This city is dangerous. All right, that's fine.
Where can we find you if we need you? Well, it's gone.
Your city is full of secrets.
And I don't think I'll ever know them all.
Christine! She's alive.
I've got her. Let's get back.
The scene back at Notre Dame was a somber one. Each member of the party kept to themselves, overcome with some combination of stress or anguish from the explosion. The Phantom had been tied up and bound to a support beam under the careful watch of Frankenstein's monster. Griffin tended to Christine, who remained unconscious. There were significant burns and lacerations to most of her body.
How is she?
I wish I could say fine.
Is she going to make it?
I'm unsure. Her injuries are significant.
This doesn't make sense. This Phantom, he had a shrine to this girl. She was his true love or whatever. Why would he do this?
There could be another love in the picture.
I'm really not in the mood to joke, Invisible Man.
I'm not joking, Wolf Woman.
Enough! The both of you! There's something behind this, but we need to keep looking.
Looking for what? More sun disk pieces? Did we forget about those? Or are we not going to talk the Egyptian queen, who is apparently rising from the dead as we speak? Bad guys with pitchforks and torches, I can handle. This is too much.
It is perplexing.
You tell now.
Careful. He may have information.
We've been trying for hours.
Try more.
Christine.
That's right. You might have killed her.
No. A mistake.
Yeah, keep saying it.
I have failed.
Whiny bitch.
Christine is stable for now. We'll need to keep an eye on her.
Renfield will want to know.
That's right. Where is she?
I haven't seen her all day. Night.
Neither have I.
I did. This morning. She left.
Left where?
Don't know. Not to find.
What about our new friend?
I'm still not convinced it wasn't an illusion.
I saw it too, though.
Well, this world's potential is endless.
She was tall, with gills, and large black scales like armor.
Oh, yes, I've heard of this. I wonder what she's doing here.
Maybe she wanted in on all this fun, too.
I can travel quickly around the perimeter of the city. I'll keep an eye on the river.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
All right, so we're not going to talk about the mummy? Cool.
One thing at a time.
We're spinning a lot of plates, and it looks like we're about to break all of them.
All right, let's see what else we can get out of the Phantom. In the meantime, Dracula and I will look for Renfield.
I'm not sitting back.
Of course not. The disc. See if you can get a scent on it and find any leads.
Wolf?
Just don't be seen. We don't need any more eyes on us than there already are.
Awesome.
What about me?
And we need you to keep an eye on the Phantom. Get him to speak and make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
I want to find Renfield.
We'll bring her back safe.
Why I no go?
We all have a role to play, my friend.
I want help.
You are, as much as any of us.
No. Bad.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Let's go. It'll be light soon.
Of course. We'll meet back here at sunrise, hopefully with productive recon.
Bad.
Christine.
You stop.
What do you think of all this, Dracula?
I'm a bit beyond reasonable thought, I'm afraid.
I don't need reasonable.
It's a lot. Your disappearance, the Phantom, this guild creature.
The mummy.
The mummy. When one falls down, another pops up. It feels...
Like what?
Like it's happening on purpose. Like we were lured into this.
That would imply that all of these things are connected.
Yes, but more than that.
How?
We are connected to it too. We're pieces in this wicked puzzle, moving towards some grand purpose.
Oh, that is quite the conspiracy.
I told you I was beyond reason.
Well, that you did. So what are we after?
We're after something higher. We're doing good, I think. Fighting the darkness back, making it safe for others.
Sure.
Was that acceptable?
Well, how do you mean?
That wasn't a test?
Well, I'm afraid not. This whole thing, it's beyond me as well.
I never thought I'd hear that.
Well, believe it. I've been in over my head since I arrived here. I came chasing these mummy rumors, and why would it have been any different than any other adventure?
It's a good thing we showed up.
It is.
None of us need to be alone. We're all in pursuit of the same thing.
I know.
We are the change we want to see in this world.
I'm learning that more and more every day, from all of you. Aha, that's not a sewer rat.
No, human.
How many?
One, I think. The water makes it hard to hear.
Something we should worry about?
I would assume most people running in the sewer in the middle of the night are people we should worry about.
Fair enough.
Here they come.
You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social medias. Contact the Dark Ones at contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. Chapter 8. Deep inside the winding Parisian sewer system, Dracula and Griffin stood on edge, ready for what was to come.
Here they come.
Dracula, Griffin,
Renfield, what are you doing?
you need to come, quickly,
Renfield's knees suddenly gave out, sending her to the murky sewer floor. Dracula rushed to her.
Renfield, are you okay?
I'm fine, just tired.
Well, we've been looking for you. You've given all of us quite a scare.
I'm sorry, I went looking for clues myself.
Oh, how noble of you.
I didn't mean to upset anyone.
That's all right, as long as you're safe.
Well, did you find anything?
I did, with a bit of help.
What kind of help?
Don't be afraid.
Hello again.
Again?
We met earlier. He helped us with your cousin.
Christine, what happened to her?
Oh, that's right. Well?
There was an explosion. We followed the Phantom.
Is she all right?
We don't know.
Well, she's stable for now, and back at Notre Dame.
This is all his fault.
Who?
We should go. This way. There might not be much time left.
For what?
That's enough for me. Let's go.
I'll find a lead, all right. I mean, what's the harm in having a little run around? Who's gonna see me?
Ella bounded through the quiet maze. The witching hour held an eerie atmosphere over the city, but the empty alleys, sidewalks, and streets provided ample privacy for Ella to run as she pleased.
Oh, that's good.
Whoa!
Shoot.
I have never seen anything like you before.
Hi, yeah, we're gonna need to do something about that.
Tell me, can you come and go from that form as you please?
I mean, it took a while to learn how, but yeah.
Incredible.
What exactly did you see? I mean, I was kind of under the impression that I was by myself.
Can I interest you in a drink? Perhaps some food as well. I am quite hungry.
Excuse me?
Oh, I don't mean to be rude. I am just on my way if you wish to join.
Sure.
Come, it is just around the corner here.
Is something going to be open? What time is it?
There is always something open if you know where to look. I do.
I don't doubt it.
In fact, there's no better time than now. The spirit of the city rises, fills the void where the people once were.
All right.
And besides, who are you to judge? You are up to?
Sure.
Sure? No, madame. You are here, we are here, the city is alive, and we will drink the finest wines, eat the best food.
All right, maybe keep it down just a bit.
You cannot suppress my passion, my vigor for life.
Take a seat. The sun will be up soon and it won't be so acceptable to drink.
How's that work?
Because the sun means others can see us. Under the cover of night, the entire bottle is yours.
Amazing. That's a policy I can get behind.
For you.
Merci.
What brings you in tonight?
Life, mon ami.
I was, looking for something.
Did you find it?
Not exactly.
Perhaps I can help.
We can help. I am very good at finding things. In fact, there is no one better.
This might be outside of your wheelhouse.
Try me.
It's a sun disk. I mean, a piece of it.
Sun disk.
What, pray tell, is a sun disk?
It's an artifact of great power, because there's this mummy coming back, and if we don't get the discs, she'll destroy everything.
That's quite the story.
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it? It's okay, I don't need you to believe me. How about more wine?
I didn't say I did not believe you. I just was saying it is quite the story.
I seem to recall something in the Louvre.
Yeah. Parts of the disc used to be there.
And you're looking for the rest.
Where, oh where could this disc be? Perhaps at the bottom of this bottle. More wine!
Might as well.
Quasimodo swung between buildings, finding momentary solace from the previous day's events. The city below him was quiet, peaceful, at least on the surface. His watchful eyes darted back and forth, looking for any anomalies that might betray the river creature's location. But Paris remained innocent. Frankenstein's monster paced back and forth, restless with his lack of exciting responsibility.
I help. I good.
Quite formidable.
I know say you speak.
There's little you can do to me that would be effective. Once I was alive, but now I am numb.
Stop.
Life is pain. Life is failure.
I hurt you. Again.
I know you will, my giant friend. You have no remorse. Why should you? You are a monster. I am a beast. We are meant for the fighting pits, to bite and tear at each other.
That. Wrong.
You don't even have a name, do you?
I do. It. My name, Adam.
Adam, is it? The first man.
You bad.
How articulate. No matter. It won't be long.
Long before what?
What your friends are looking for, this disc. They won't find it.
Why?
There was nowhere physical it could be hidden, of course. He explained that. The wolf, the vampire, the invisible man, a lethal combination, heightened senses and all that. But there's one obstacle that you couldn't overcome. A poison without a cure.
What you talk about?
Time, my friend. If I could create time, he would save her. She would be mine, Christine. There she is, fading away. He lied.
Who he?
More wine.
You know, I may not have found our disc, but this wine? Yep.
Why were these disc pieces kept separate?
To prevent the surge of power or control when they're together, I think.
Why wouldn't anyone want to keep them together? I think is what I'm asking. If this evil, this mummy is real, wouldn't any reasonable person want to fail safe?
I think so.
So why keep them about?
I guess you could want the mummy to return, but that'd be crazy.
What kind of person would want that?
I think I know who. I need to go. Thanks for the wine!
Does she think I am paying for this?
How you mean?
There is no good. There is no evil. There is only desire, and those that stand in the way.
What evil?
You're too late, Adam. You're all too late.
Quasimodo took momentary pause atop a building. The first tendrils of twilight were creeping back over the Seine, beckoning him back to the cathedral. He turned to go, but was suddenly distracted by a large wolf bounding through the alley below.
Ella.
He hopped down to join her.
Ella, where are you going?
Notre Dame, is anyone back? We need to go.
What's wrong?
The disc.
You found it?
No, but...
Do you know where it is?
No, it's not lost. It's not anywhere. I mean, it's somewhere, but someone has it. It's being kept from us.
By who?
Let's talk more. Finding our friends before it's too late. Come on!
We are servants to someone, some cause. We were never the end game. There is higher purpose.
Nonsense. You, monster.
There was a desire for power. We were all in the way.
Here. Up there.
A dim light emanated from an opening in the sewer ahead. Dracula, Griffin, Renfield, and the creature stood on edge.
She said, I think she said it's something bad.
Sounds bad to me.
Should we go back and get the others?
There might not be time for that.
So, once again, we go forth unprepared into the dark.
Well, sounds like us.
It sure does. Renfield, do you have our backs?
I do.
All right. Careful. The group continued towards the light, unprepared for what they were going to find inside. You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social media. Contact The Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night. Welcome to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. Chapter 9. Van Helsing's coy grin greeted Dracula, Griffin, Renfield, and the creature as they entered his sewer lair.
Welcome. It took you long enough.
Van Helsing.
What's he doing here?
You have nothing to worry about. In here, at least.
I should have known.
That's right, you should have. But you didn't. The hunter laid the trap and you took the bait.
I did.
You really were the linchpin, Invisible Man. This whole mummy ordeal, you couldn't keep yourself away.
I couldn't.
All I needed was a little muscle, someone that knew the city well enough to keep things moving.
The Phantom.
I'd been grooming him for a while, and how convenient that he wanted something I could provide.
Christine.
Shame, really. I truly thought your goodwill would have saved the girl over the Phantom. Alas.
You won't get away with this.
Don't you see? There's nothing to get away from. It's already here.
We can handle whatever you throw at us.
I know, and I planned for that too. There was one thing I didn't throw at you. I kept it for myself, safe and secret until it was ready. This is your downfall.
That's a lot of talk and not a lot of answers.
It was your ambition, Count Dracula. You, all of you, fancy yourselves do-gooders. You truly thought you could save your friend and make a difference. Quasimodo, that hunchback, thinks he's this city's savior, but I know better. I know you all for what you truly are. Trophies for my mantle.
Well, that's enough of that. Dracula?
Speak no more.
Oh, yes, but watch out. There's this.
The disc!
Sure enough, Van Helsing was holding the last remaining piece of the sun disk.
That makes sense.
Careful, it'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Griffin, take it.
Is it rigged to explode?
I'm afraid I'm out of explosives.
I'm familiar. I'll just take this.
It's a good thing you brought the rest.
Did we?
He knows we didn't.
Alas, a shame.
That's okay, we still have him. We could even bring him back to Notre.
Don't say it. Don't give up our position.
Right, sorry.
We have him because he wants us to have him.
That's not true. The creature spotted him.
We've missed his puppet strings before. Don't doubt these ones.
You flatter me.
Why would he want us to capture him?
The same reason he gave up Griffin and the Phantom. There's a bigger fish.
The mummy.
What do we do?
I think Nefertiti might have a few thoughts about that.
Griffin?
I already told you, my friend, this is over my pay grade.
Look, the disc is glowing.
That's why I didn't need it anymore. She's going to want that.
Enough out of you.
Whoa.
He's alive. I just couldn't stand him much longer.
Fair enough. I think it's best if we rendezvous up above and see what that is.
Where are you going?
I suppose we'll see her around later. Dracula, take that vile monster hunter. Let's see what sort of twisted things await us.
The sky was blood red over Paris. Despite the rising sun, light was being sucked out of the city by a sandstorm that appeared to be omnipresent. It was still early, and most Parisians hadn't risen, let alone noticed the bizarre scene. Amongst those awake were Quasimodo and Ella, who watched in terror from a riverside rooftop.
All right, so, that's...
My city!
I was gonna say not good, but there's that too.
What evil is this?
I would be willing to bet it's...
The mummy.
Buddy, do you want me to speak or not?
What about the Phantom? Or Griffin? We still haven't found Renfield.
Calm down, all right? We'll take care of this.
Oh, will we? What's out there?
I mean, I don't know.
Exactly. We don't know.
We don't know yet. We'll figure this out.
You don't know that.
Listen, trust me, all right? I am the first one to doubt these sorts of things, but we need to keep it together. You, me, Dracula, Griffin. We've got this.
Oh, and who are we? A bunch of freaks thinking we can make a difference.
Not even close. We're the ones who are going to save the day.
You're right. I'm sorry for losing my head.
Happens to the best of us. Hop on. I doubt Frankenstein's monster is handling this well.
Hop onto what?
This city has bigger fish to fry than me.
Yeah. All right.
The sandy atmosphere grew thicker with each passing moment, effectively blocking the sun completely. But Ella kept a firm pace through the alleyways along the riverside and back to Notre Dame.
All right. Now I saw a wolf.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Finally.
Ella,
Hey, buddy. Good job watching the Phantom.
he say, bad coming. I look outside. Bad is here.
We are aware.
Listen, we can't sit on this. We need to get back out there.
Well, I agree.
Is that Van Helsing?
In the flesh.
Tie him up, Dracula.
On it.
I see you all had a productive time looking for the disc.
You have no idea.
Christine! Oh no.
Be careful with her, Renfield.
We need to make her better.
We've done what we can. She's lost a lot of blood.
No.
Now's not exactly the best time to do this.
Have some heart.
Do you even still have a heart?
How dare you?
Enough! Let's focus on defeating the mummy and not each other. How very dramatic of you.
I'm not!
Relax, please. Where's the rest of the sun disk?
Here. Look, they're all glowing.
They're connected, too, like magnets.
Great, we've got a glowing old clay disc.
Her soul lies in this disk, which means that her body is somewhere else.
The source of those massive explosions might be, I don't know, the answer?
It's coming from north of here, near the Arc de Triomphe. It looks like Looks like that's where the sand is coming from.
All right, let's go there.
That's it? No sage advice?
Working on it.
What about the Phantom and Van Helsing?
I no watch anymore. I go. I fight.
No, you don't need to. Take the Phantom and Van Helsing.
What if they evil?
Well, we'll be ready for it. No need to second guess ourselves any further.
Well, what about Christine?
She's safe here. She'll be sorted as soon as we figure the rest of this out.
All right.
Outside, the gusts of sand had settled into a bizarre, hazy red atmosphere. And the Parisians had taken notice. The streets were flooded with concerned citizens, all questioning the phenomenon.
What is this? The sand. I'm breathing it in.
Our heroes noticed this too. The airborne particles were thick and made even simple movement difficult.
This sucks.
Cover your face. Don't breathe it in.
Fine.
We won't make it for long unless we do something about this.
I think I can.
Dracula phased, just shy of transforming his form. Instead, he created a swirl of vampiric energy around him, expelling the sand and creating a safe bubble.
Stay close.
All right, vampire tricks.
Are you sure you're okay?
Being undead has its perks. I don't need to breathe.
Well, fair enough.
They continued walking along the river, eventually breaking off to move down the Champs-Élysées until they reached the iconic roundabout where the Arc de Triomphe stood.
This is the place. Look.
The sand underneath the arch swirled together as if under the influence of some unseen magnetic field. There was little doubt that this was the center of it all.
That'll do it. Are we fighting sand or?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's the source of the shaking.
Something's coming out of it.
A figure was born from within the swirling sand. The fine particles came together into a humanoid form. First, its feet, then legs, waist, torso, arms, and head. Its clothing was worn and ancient, bearing only some of the original designs and colors. Its skin was almost entirely covered in tattered rags, allowing for glimpses at the rotted flesh underneath. A deafening silence followed. This thing, the mummy, took a deep breath, its first in a millennia, and opened its eyes.
This isn't good.
Those eyes were immediately threatening, empowered by an ancient spirit, one that gave her supernatural life. A 3,000-year-old quest lay behind those eyes, which locked onto its targets.
Can we kill it now? It's not moving.
No, it's been dead all this time. The last thing it wants is some simple attack.
To be fair, the last thing any of us want is some simple attack.
That's beautiful.
Are you crying?
We're witnessing perhaps the most ancient revelation to ever have happened in the history of the planet. Forgive me if I'm a little bit emotional.
Are you going to be emotional when that thing is beating the ever-living snot out of us?
We don't know if it's dangerous.
No, Ella's right. How could it not be dangerous?
Well, we don't know what it wants.
Power, death to the living, an immortal king.
Those aren't good options.
Oh, bad. I hit.
Don't hit it. Look, it's just standing.
Staring at us?
I don't like the staring.
Let's surround her. Just get around the roundabout.
What about bad men?
Just cover their mouths, tie them to a tree out of sight.
I tie. Good.
Dracula, can you clear out the plaza?
I can try.
Good. We'll try reasoning first.
Yeah, see how that works.
Dracula expanded his circle to include the entire roundabout, allowing for each member of the party to take a corner.
Move it in.
They stepped in, closing the circumference of the circle.
What now?
Yeah, what's the brilliant plan?
All right. Can you hear me? Do you understand me? We mean you no harm. This is confusing, I'm sure. The world is different than you know. These buildings, our clothes. But that doesn't mean we're bad. Or wrong. It's just different. And time will do that to... well, just about everything. Except you. Look at you standing here after all these years. You've beaten it. And that's incredible. It truly is. We understand what it means to be incredible, to beat these uncertain odds and to stand out. And some of us have taken it the wrong way, but we're all here. And we're trying to help you. We're trying to help others. And that's all this is.
I don't think it worked. But then, the mummy moved. Her ancient limbs cracked and groaned, but life came crawling back into them. She extended her arms and rose into the air, where she hovered just a few feet above the ground. She looked around, taking in her surroundings. And then, she spoke.
I am Nefertiti, Lady of Grace, Mistress of Upper and Lower Egypt, and the rightful ascendant of Aten. I am returned from eternal slumber to achieve what is rightfully mine, omnipotent power and conquest over this mortal plane.
You've been listening to The Dark Ones Season 2 Pitch Black. The Dark Ones is written and produced by Ryan Blewett at RYBLEW on all social media. Contact The Dark Ones by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com. Thank you and have a nice night.
This is it, isn't it? The end.
No.
Come on. You don't even sound like you believe yourself. I don't need facial expressions for that.
Is she going to kill us?
No. She doesn't want death. It's just an obstacle. One she's happy to overcome on her way to
power. I told you.
You quiet. You bad.
I've done my part and kept up with my side of the deal.
Not yet, you haven't.
Frankenstein's beast is right. Shut up, you weak-minded imbecile.
Master,
You're worthless! What do you stand for?
I can't believe we're all here.
That's enough.
Don't speak over.
How would you even need to stop?
Why do I need to be
Who gave you the authority?
Please,
Please, let you the authority.
Enough! All of you. We're hiding in a sewer while that thing, she runs rampant up above because we can't work together. That's not on one of us. That's on all of us.
I'm not working with Van Helsing.
Stop. I am talking.
Oh, and who gave you the authority?
When the rest of you forgot why we're here.
Oh, there was nothing like this before any of you showed up here.
That might be so. But you have faced the shadows before. I know you have. That's who you are. That's who we are. We are the ones who will do what no one else will. Bring light to those unseen corners. We came searching for our friend because we cared about him. But we stayed because it was the right thing to do. Whatever ails this city, let us be the cure. When we need to fight, we will fight. We will not run or hide or take shelter because we are the shelter. We are a bastion for the world against these dark things. We are the ones who work from within the shadows to see what others cannot see. We are the Dark Ones. Chapter 10. Hours earlier.
From eternal slumber to achieve what is rightfully mine. Omnipotent power and conquest
Nefertiti's weird power commanded control of the red sand. She whipped it around with the same magnetic force they had seen and threw hard tendrils at Dracula's orb of protection.
No!
Nefertiti pulled again, breaking the orb and coating everyone with sand.
Oh, my eyes!
Look out! Keep your faces covered.
Easier said than done.
I don't care how easy it is, do it!
Yeah, all right. Are we done talking?
Can I shoot her?
Watch where you're aiming those silver bullets.
What do you think a bullet is going to do?
You'd be surprised.
Another sand tendril whipped around the Arc de Triomphe, nearly smashing into Quasimodo. He leaped onto a light post and used it as leverage to get onto the nearest building.
We need a plan.
A plan, right.
I can't.
Dracula phased once again, creating another protective orb. The sand hovered along the outside, trying desperately to get in, but the vampire maintained his perimeter.
I don't know how long I have.
I'm going to wolf this lady unless you come up with something fast.
All right. The soul was in the disc. The disc controls her soul. But we were too late. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
So?
I've got nothing.
All right, here we go.
Ella snapped her jaw and burst through the tangle of sand, straight for Nefertiti. She connected with her arm, but the mummy's limb materialized back into sand and Ella fell through it, just barely landing on her feet. Quasimodo was next, swinging a circle around the arc until he was close enough to pounce onto Nefertiti's back. She swung both arms out and flew in a wide perimeter around the arc, flinging Quasimodo into a window. He landed hard, spraying glass and wood onto his face and body. Renfield loaded her rifle and dived behind a bench for cover. She carefully aimed and fired with trained precision. The bullet ripped through Nefertiti's chest cavity, but the ancient energy that kept her body together immediately stitched the wound. Without hesitation, she sent a tendril through the bench and wrapped Renfield around the neck.
Foolish mortals, did you think these physical weapons would harm me?
I got you.
Taking advantage of the slew of distractions, Griffin threw back his coat and head wrap and walked around the back of the plaza unseen.
Dracula.
Where are you?
Never mind that. See if you can engulf her. You might be our last chance.
If I do that, I won't be able to secure the perimeter. The sand will come back.
That might be our last option. If you can distract her, I can slip by unnoticed and slip the knife in.
What knife?
It's metaphorical.
The most dangerous kind.
Ready?
Permanently. Here we go!
Dracula phased and surrounded Nefertiti with vampiric energy. She writhed and struggled against it. For a moment, it looked as though Count Dracula may have claimed victory. But Nefertiti commanded the sand in on top of the both of them. Impossibly, it burst through Dracula's energy, sending him splaying to the ground. His orb was broken, and the sand came rushing back in to fill the void.
No, this world is mine. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one true descendant of Aten.
I don't think so.
Griffin lunged for Nefertiti, but the sand gave away his position. His invisible frame carved an opening in the atmosphere. She snatched him easily and held him by the neck.
I am transcendent. I returned from the beyond, a master of all realms. There is no match for me.
She tossed Griffin aside, then flew down the street, taking the swirling red sand with her. Sprawled beneath the Arc de Triomphe, our heroes struggled to recover from their swift defeat. Blood trickled down Quasimodo's face. Renfield's arms were scraped and bruised. Frankenstein's monster's limbs seemed to hold on by just threads. But slowly, they rose.
Is everyone okay?
That might be a bit of an overstatement.
Nothing's broken. I think.
Fine. I fight.
Slow down.
I I've never felt anything like that. She possesses power far beyond my own.
I think it goes without saying that hitting her real hard isn't going to be our way out of this one.
My bullets, it's like she wasn't affected at all.
What are we going to do?
It's finally happened. A power too great to be contained.
This guy.
You thought you'd beaten me? This was always my end game.
I thought you were a monster hunter, not a monster. A guy who lets monsters out.
Wait, that's right. In order to defeat us, you unleashed a beast you knew we couldn't defeat. But once we were out of the way, you needed a way to leash her in.
Oh. You don't know anything, vampire.
I think I do. A lot more than you. You said it yourself. We're trophies for your mantle. You were willing to overlook a lot of innocent lives if it meant you could go down in history as the one who defeated us.
I am completely ready to kill this guy.
Yeah, I might not disagree.
That's enough for me.
Stop. Wait. Listen to Dracula. Let him finish.
All right.
Van Helsing meant to hunt us. That was his goal. Nefertiti was his weapon. Once we were down, I would be willing to bet there was a failsafe to reel her in.
You don't know what you're talking about.
No, Dracula is right. There's a back door here.
All right, I can torture him then.
We don't need to go through Van Helsing.
What's that?
Phantom, look at me.
How can I?
The mummy's failsafe. You know where it is.
I know many things. None of them are worth anything.
If you don't help us, Christine will die. Neither of us want that.
I hurt her. It was the last thing I ever wanted to do.
Don't do this for Van Helsing. Don't do this for us. Do it for her. We can save her together.
We can.
I swear to you, you phantom, you pig.
I can show you where it is. He kept her remaining artifacts below Notre Dame.
It was under our feet this entire time.
We can use the sewers to avoid the sand.
You have betrayed me. You're worth nothing.
Untie me. I can show you the way.
I keep eyes on you.
Me too.
Quickly, don't let her get too far ahead. The sewers were treacherous, far more than they had been before. Sand crept in from up above, and Nefertiti's chaotic energy rattled the tunnel's foundation, knocking rocks free and making their path especially precarious.
The hiding spot is right up here, where the waterline rises.
I think I see it.
I almost hope he's lying.
Is that all you have? Vapid threats of violence?
No one likes you.
Watch out!
A fresh burst of energy suddenly caused the path in front of them to collapse in on itself, filling the sewer with rocks and debris. Dracula phased, clearing some of the dust and creating visibility.
Sound off. Is everything all right?
Looks like it.
I'm fine, but the path is blocked.
It collapsed exactly where we need to be.
This is it, isn't it? The end.
No.
Come on.
A ripple of water underneath our hero's feet went unnoticed. Having kept close tabs, the creature from the Black Lagoon maneuvered between the rocks until he came up safely on the other side. Keeping to the water, she propped herself up against an indent in the rock side. Her webbed fingers fit into the indent easily, triggering a stone mechanism to click open and reveal a hidden compartment inside. She reached in and grabbed the contents, an ancient tome, yellowed with age and decorated in golden leaf and unpolished jewels. The creature tucked it under her chest scales, then dove back into the water and returned the direction she came.
We are the Dark Ones.
I was beginning to wonder when we would see you again. What's that there?
That's the Book of the Dead.
Of course.
That was the one that was missing from the museum?
The very same.
The one you used to accidentally unleash this mess?
That one too.
She used this to put her soul into the disc. We can put it back.
See, I told you. I brought you to it.
Don't overstep your involvement. We did the important stuff.
What do we need to do?
It looks like we'll just need to get her attention. If we can get to a high place, I can read the incantation.
I think I know a place.
The Notre Dame roof provided a sprawling, panoramic view of Nefertiti's blood-red destruction. Chaos and terror reigned below as Dracula prepared the spell.
The perimeter is secure. Dracula, let us know when.
I will.
You're hiding something.
Excuse me.
What do we need for the incantation? The Egyptians weren't exactly squeamish when it came to these things.
We need a sacrifice.
Sure. A mortal body for a mortal soul.
So we...
I don't know.
Don't say it like that. You're not going to sacrifice yourself and be the hero.
I'll do what I need to do.
Not unless I have a say in it.
Fine.
Do you want to tell me what you two were chatting about?
No.
I've got canine hearing. I might already know.
And do you?
No.
There you go.
This is beyond your control. You're killing us all.
You're tied up, so I don't think you have much to say.
Bring him here.
What? No.
We need bait. You seem like the perfect candidate.
You can't.
Ready yourselves.
Ready.
Dracula phased and shot a bolt of energy at Nefertiti, who was commanding a presence halfway across the city. It was enough.
I thought I dealt with you.
She barreled towards Notre Dame, creating a cyclone of red sand in her wake. But this time, the Dark Ones were ready.
Let's go with that incantation!
Hail, beautiful face.
A sudden, eerie calm came over the desolate Parisian landscape. Something was happening to Nefertiti. Her soul was being torn from her chest.
It's working.
Dracula kept at it. Nefertiti was immobilized, but fighting against it.
You cannot banish me.
She tried to resist, but the incantation had set in. Her life force was becoming malleable.
The disc. Get the disc.
I've got it.
Give it to him.
No!
That's right. The hunter becomes the hunted.
You can't turn this on me. You won't.
Nefertiti's soul was drawn to the disc, which had begun glowing again. Van Helsing resisted the approaching specter.
No!
Get away!
No! I've got him!
The Phantom dived forward to secure Van Helsing, but the monster hunter had other plans.
You fool!
Van Helsing pushed against the Phantom, snapping his binds and sending them both barreling over the edge.
No!
The disc!
I've got it!
Quasimodo dived over the roof, using a gargoyle to keep himself tucked against the wall. Nefertiti's proximity to the building created a whirlwind of energy and sand, which provided enough leverage for him to bounce and ride off the current.
Is he all right?
He will be. Keep on with the incantation.
Quasimodo leaped off the face of Notre Dame, aiming himself for the Phantom and Van Helsing, both of which were caught up in Nefertiti's current. The sun disk was falling in between them.
I've got it!
He reached out and grabbed the disc, but a fresh wave of energy sent him spiraling into a thick gust of sand. The ground was fast approaching.
Aha!
Van Helsing had planned on it. He pulled out his coat and bound off of Quasimodo, jettisoning himself into a wafting pile of sand. The Phantom grabbed at him, but it was too little, too late.
No.
No!
Don't look.
Oh no.
He died trying to help us.
Where's Quasi?
He's there! He made it!
Sure enough, Quasimodo had landed on the sand. His body was unmoving, but his arms held the disc.
Finish it.
You heard the man.
The remainder of Nefertiti's soul collapsed in on itself like a black hole. The energy flowed into the disc until there was no more. The disc glowed for a moment longer, then faded to normal.
We did it.
Quasimodo clutched the disc and closed his eyes as the life left his body. He had saved his city.
Oh, no.
He was a good man.
He loved Paris without limits. We can all learn from his example.
I don't think there's victory without sacrifice.
No. We can gather the bodies, see to it that there's a proper funeral. Cleanup here will be significant.
We can help.
Yes. Help.
There's something else.
Something.
We have a promise to keep to the Phantom.
Christine struggled to catch her breath. Her heart rate fluctuated against the ticking clock.
I'm not sure what more we can do.
There must be something. I can't lose her.
There is.
What's that?
It won't be easy, but it will keep her around.
Are you suggesting...
We don't need to lose another. I can bite her.
Do it.
All right. We'll all be there to help her through it. Together.
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 Hello, my name is Ryan Blewett, and I am the producer and writer of The Dark Ones, as well as Dracula, the narrator, Frankenstein's monster, and a few other characters. I just want to thank you so much for listening to our second season, Pitch Black. It has been a real incredible journey, and I have really enjoyed just the hundreds of hours that I have put into writing, conceptualizing, doing the sound effects, all of that good stuff. It's really all just me, so it really means a lot when people are listening to it, and especially when you make it to the end. I want to give a special thanks to our incredible cast. That's going to be Dom Fera, Anna Brisbin, Emily Rudd, Shannon Barry, Sam Vest, Dan Rudd, Tim Jennings, Leo Camacho. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you are subscribed on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Please leave a review, a comment, whatever you want to do. It really helps out the show, and I would really appreciate it. If you ever want to get in contact just to say hi or to talk about the show, you can do that by emailing contactthedarkones@gmail.com, or of course finding me on social media. That's going to be RYBLEW on anywhere you're looking for me. Like I said, if this is an independent production, so if you're digging the show, please share it with your friends, your family, your social media, your pastor, whatever you want to share it. Please, that would really help expand the audience and get a lot more people to come to the show and allow us to do it more often than we've been doing it. Thank you one last time for listening to The Dark Ones Season 2, Pitch Black. I hope you enjoyed the ride. The Dark Ones will be back very soon in The Dark Ones Season 3, Rising Sun.